Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. How is everyone doing? I hope we are all doing well. Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend like I have. It's been a very relaxing weekend for me. I think I've made a decision yesterday that, you know what, I find that sometimes we spend the whole week working and we also spend the whole Sunday busy, and we never have time for fun things or relaxation. So I've just decided that, you know what, all the working and shopping, cooking, whatever I need to do, I'm just going to focus them on the week. You see, those 5 days, I'm going to take those 5 days, use them up, like properly use them up. But when I'm done, guys, I will be done. Weekend, from now on, any money I have is to enjoy my life at the weekend. I'm just going to enjoy myself at the weekend. That is what the decision is. Thank you all for being here today. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you are joining us for the first time, this is Obodooyinbo TV. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Bree. Everyone calls me Auntie B, Bree, whatever. Welcome. So I'm going to read briefly an email that was sent to me a while ago by one of our Obodo fan members, and she is asking for advice. Let me quickly read it. It just says, I met my husband when I was doing my degree in Europe. We met in a Christian dating site. He is from Granada and he lives in Granada. I liked him, but I wasn't in love with his country, right? I tried to persuade him to join me in Europe as I felt there are better opportunities there. He refused and somehow convinced me to join him in the Caribbean. He visited me in Europe and he proposed. That was after 6 months of online courtship. After that, I visited him in Grenada and we got married in court. My father or my family were not okay with it, but they respected my decision. They asked if he can come and see them after the marriage. I was still staying in Europe up until we planned the trip to Africa for him to meet my family. And she went on to say, he did and they liked him. My dad didn't ask for the bride price because he said he wanted to leave a room for me to always return home in case it didn't work out. Because since he is not familiar with our culture, he might feel like if he paid my bride price money, if things get bad, he might want to revenge because of the bride price. Really smart daddy. Very thoughtful daddy. And I must say, this daddy already suspected that this thing is not going to work. Okay, and then when I started talking to him, he was staying with his siblings, an uncle, that's his father's brother, and his widowed mother. He told me that he would get a loan and get his own space. My visa study in Europe was ending soon, so if I don't get a job to sponsor my stay, I was supposed to return back to Africa. So I had to join my husband. My husband went to the bank to apply for the mortgage. After the application, his uncle, that's the mother's brother, told him that he can use their grandfather's land to build on, and later on he can claim it as his. So he dropped the mortgage application and said he would save the money to build. And by then I was pregnant. Yeah, I'm trying to get my head around the story because it's a bit all over the place. I tried to advise him to go for the loan again, but he refused. He got mad and changed, saying that I want to put him in debt. To cut the story short, my husband didn't make an effort to move out. I noticed he wanted me to accept the kind of setup and live with him and his family. I tried, but I got so depressed. I tried to get a job, but I couldn't. My husband got glued to his laptop, and he was basically always watching random videos. And that's what he loves to do. That's what he loves to do, to watch random videos. And he will come to bed around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and sometimes 5 a.m. He likes TV. Even when he comes home from work, the first thing to greet him is the TV remote. He will look for and watch documentaries and fight videos and TV game video. He took all his savings and bought some electronic gadgets. I spoke to him again and he said, why can't we go back to Europe with the baby and seek asylum? At least in that case, we will live as a family instead of living like this. As it is now, he refused, and it depresses me. He told me, I'm not going anywhere with this child. I should stay and continue to look for a job. His job is not a skilled job, and he even doesn't like it. It's hard to find good job in Grenada. I am writing this at this moment. I have planned to run away with my child, and he is still a little baby. I want to say I'm going to Africa, then seek asylum in Europe and start my life. I can't live like this. I'm stuck in a marriage that has no intimacy, no communication. I'm mostly in the bedroom with the baby. He spends all his time in the living room in his laptop. The reason why I asked to go to Europe is because I don't like it here, and especially the way we live. The hygiene is bad too. I can't say anything about it as I live with elders. I don't want my child to grow up in this environment. I understand it is not easy to seek asylum, but at this point, I just want to live and let my child live in a better space. His uncle and fathers, they cost a lot as well. He will never let me go to Europe with the child, but if I say I'm going to Africa to visit, he might. So in this case, I will use this opportunity to go and seek asylum, as there is nothing for me to return to in Africa. I just want to start all over along with my child for now. The future of this marriage, I don't know. At the moment, is it a good idea what I want to do? Please advise me. So that is the email, my people. The issue here is about, again, women, sisters who, because of marriage, not thinking clearly. My people, how many times have we said it that you can't change people? Women, we always feel like we can change people. Like this guy is living the kind of lifestyle he's always lived. To me, I don't see that he has changed. It was like this. He met you. You said you met in a dating website, Christian dating website. And even though you have your own life, you are pursuing your academics, you have a life in Europe, and even though you got to a point where it was going to be rough because your visa renewal was now an issue, and I'm sure you would have been able to navigate it if you had stayed, but because you found someone who you probably like, you don't like the environment, you don't like the country, you uprooted yourself from Europe to go to Grenada. Women, we need to be more careful when it comes to the decisions that we make regarding relationship and marriage. I always say it on this platform that men are very upfront. They are who they are. This guy said, come to Grenada, leave Europe and come to Grenada, and you did. Now you are seeing the reality of his lifestyle. I mean, how can somebody who doesn't even have his own house, that is living with his mother and his uncle, ready to marry? You say he doesn't have a good job, and he doesn't even like the job, the little job that he has. He doesn't have it. It's like they are, just managing to get by. And you decided that you want to go and marry him. First of all, how do you go to marry a man? You marry him first, then you now go and introduce him. After you marry him, then you now go and introduce him to your father. See, sometimes we women, now we cause disrespect for ourselves. It's not even men that want to disrespect us, but we give them the leeway. We tell them we are easy. Oh, come, this is me. Disrespect me. Then when the disrespect now comes, we will now be crying. Say, look at the way he's disrespecting me. But you asked him to disrespect you. I'm sorry. I don't know which African country you are from, but where I come from in Nigeria, you will take your man that you want to marry, your boyfriend or your fiancé, to go and meet your parents, to seek their approval for him to ask officially that he wants to marry you. Your parents will assess him before they can even give their answer whether they will agree to that marriage or not. But you gave yourself so cheaply out that you went and married him after the marriage before you now took him to your dad. That's not good enough now. It's not good enough. That is desperation. You were just literally telling him, I want you and I will do anything to be with you. And there's nothing wrong in wanting someone or liking someone. But sometimes you need to put some structures in place, because the kind of life you want to live, the kind of family you want to create, starts from the relationship that you have with that person. So you uprooted yourself, married this guy, before you introduce him to your father. You finally introduced him to your father, you got pregnant, and now you are stuck in Grenada, no job, no life, you have a baby, and there's no attention, there's no love. You're feeling frustrated. Of course, you feel frustrated. He's lost interest in you. He's not interested. Do you know why? You know why he's not interested? Because you are not bringing any value. That's why. You are in the room every day nursing baby. He's chasing his own high, his entertainment. So, and that's why he's always on the TV, he's always on the laptop, he's always on Instagram or social media, watching games and all that. Some people, TV, men who watch TV, who love, everybody watches a bit of TV here and there. But when you see any man who loves TV too much, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. I know what I'm saying. It's a red flag. Because as a family man, you're supposed to come home, interact with your family, interact with your children. But you see, some men, once they come home, maybe because of the nature of their job that they are doing, they are tired. And it's not all low, because some people even do jobs that are physically exerting job, like they are tired. Like, for instance, a job where you stand, for 10 hours, you are standing, you only have a break of an hour. But it all boils down to the kind of person that you are, or what relationship means to you. So if you come home, even though you are tired, you still talk to your wife. How was your day? Hope the baby didn't disturb you. What did you do? How far with your job search? Make them feel like, okay, they are a part of your life. But you see this one, as it's coming straight, remote control, you start flicking, because he's been dreaming about coming back to TV. Even while he was at work, he was thinking about TV. So now that he's here now, he's straight to TV. So don't blame him. That's his lifestyle. You never got to know him, because the relationship was international or cross-Atlantic. He was living in the Caribbean. You were living in Europe. He came to visit you once. And boom, marriage. What would have even been helpful is if you had even gone to date him without marrying him, so that you get to learn him, to know him. If you were even dating without marrying, by now, it would have been easier for you to go, because, first of all, there's nothing binding you legally. Number two, protection. How many times have we said it, that if you get into a relationship with someone, especially if it's a relationship where you are not sure, you are not quite sure of the person, you are taking a risk. It's like a gamble. You don't know if it's going to work or not. Please hold your womb. Adewale, our brother here, Adewale for president, told us that the best gift you can ever give anybody is your womb. Don't give it so cheaply. The way you can guide your womb is to make sure that you use protection. Use protection. Don't get pregnant so easily. Don't fall pregnant like you Americans always say, I fell pregnant. Is the pregnancy coming from tree, or is coming from heaven? Where is it falling from that it fell on you? I know it seems as if, I'm telling you off, but I think we need to be making better choices when it comes to relationship, because we can avoid a lot of this if only we did the right thing. Now you are feeling depressed, you have a baby, you have no job, no life, you're stuck with a man who doesn't care about you in Grenada. And you're asking what to do. You have to do what am I going to tell you? To run away with his baby? I don't know how that one is going to end, how it's going to play out if you run away with his baby. I don't know what kind of person he is. Is he a violent person? I don't know. If he catches you running away with his baby, I don't know what he's going to do. So I don't know. I mean, sometimes I feel like when people come to me and say, advise me, what would I do? Like, they literally already know. They already know what they need to do. It's your life. These are your choices. So if you are happy with the life, then fine. Carry on. You are married now. It's marriage you wanted. That's why you relocated yourself from Europe to Grenada. Now, the marriage is not serving you. You are not happy, and you are looking for a way out. I feel like some people just want somebody else to tell them what to do, even though in their mind, they already know what they want to do. They already know the right thing. So this is a decision you have to make by yourself, I'm afraid. I'm not going to advise you to run or to carry someone's, because the child belongs to both of you. I can't say that. But like I said, you are the one that is wearing the shoes, so you know where it pinches you. Okay? If you want to go back to Africa, you feel like you want to go back to home, thank God for the kind of father that you have. And I'm sure your father already saw it. That's why he was saying he's not taking bride price, because he wants to keep a room waiting for you. He probably saw that, you are just carried away, because you wanted to marry, or you like the guy, but you're not thinking holistically. Marriage is not something you just enter because you like somebody. It's good to like somebody. But do you like his situation? What does he have to offer you in this marriage that you are getting into? This guy wants to remove you from Europe to take you to the Caribbean. And it's not like he has so much to offer you. He has a job that is not skilled. He doesn't even like the job. He can't even afford. I mean, who lives in Caribbean and cannot afford their own place? It's like living in Africa and you say you cannot afford your own place. Wow, women. One pastor that I used to listen to, Pastor Olumide Emmanuel, said something. He used to do a lot of all this marriage, premarital, workshop and marriage sessions. And he said that if somebody does not even have a job and you don't have a place, don't even think of getting married. You cannot marry a wife and go and put it in somebody else's house. It doesn't even make sense. Now it becomes a communal kind of living. It's not everybody that likes that kind of life, What am I gonna say? I don't know. Guys, this one, my tongue is tied. I don't know what to say. You guys should advise her in the comment section. What do you think she should do? She's stuck in Grenada. She has a baby. She said the guy is not showing her any love. She's stuck in the bedroom. He goes to work and come back. He's married to his computer and his TV, watching television. There's no affection. There's no love. But marriage is for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. Abi, isn't that what we say when we go to marry? So if it's tough, small, you don't want to run away, maybe you can consider discussing with him about relocating to Europe. What about if all of you relocate to Europe so that you can at least still be married and build together as a family with your child and the father? That might be another option. A lot of people who live over there who haven't got much going for them might be open to the idea of going to live, in the West. He's been to Europe before, so maybe you apply for visa. All of you can apply for visa and travel and come here, and then at least give it a second chance and see if he still comes to Europe and he's still living the same kind of lifestyle. And another thing I want to say, perhaps you should have a talk with him if you haven't done that before. Because sometimes I feel like when people are living a certain kind of way, they might not be aware of it, but if you bring it to his attention or if you've done it before and he's still saying it doesn't change, he's still living the same kind of way, and you also make him understand the impact that his lifestyle is having on you. Because you are in a foreign country, you basically uprooted yourself to go to this man's country. And I'm assuming you have no friends, you have no relative there. He's the only one you know. So maybe if he's a reasonable person, sit them down and say, look, honey, I love you. And I think we have the chance of having a great life together. But look, this country doesn't have the opportunities that we need. I can't get a job here. You don't have a place of your own. The job you're doing is not earning us much income. Why don't we look, let's plan. How do we make our lives better? He might listen if he's the ambitious type, but it's not every man that is ambitious. Some people are okay. You'll be surprised. Some people are okay living with their uncle and their extended family for the rest of their life. They have no problem. And there are some women that will be okay living with them in that environment. But if you know the life is not for you, then you have a decision to make. So anyway, guys, I'm just going to end it here. I think you guys should advise her. She's stuck in Grenada. She doesn't know what to do. She's asking whether she should take the baby, fly to Africa, and from there fly to Europe and seek asylum. Which European country are they seeking asylum? Please don't put the baby at risk. Whatever you do, make sure that you are taking the best interest of that child into consideration. Don't put your baby at risk. So guys, especially those of you who live Obodo farm in Europe, advise her which country is she going to go to. Where do they seek asylum? I don't know the process, so I don't want to say something that I don't fully have an understanding of. So maybe you can advise her in the comment section. Anyway, I'll leave it here today. I pray you find your way, my sister. But it's a lesson for other people. Please look before you leap. Don't leap and before you start looking and say, I didn't look up. But you saw, you knew he was living with people, and you got married anyway. So also check, is the person ambitious? Some people are not ambitious. They are just okay where they are. And there is nothing as frustrating as trying to make somebody who is not ambitious to become ambitious overnight. They will tell you, they will fight you. They will say you are aggressive, you are assertive, you are this. They will call you all sorts of names. It will be a problem. Some people are just okay the way they are. And that is fine. But if you know that you're not okay like that, then please don't settle for those kind of marriages. It seemed to me like you settled. But I pray you find your way around it. And I hope that the advice that the people will give you, but the fan will give you in the comment section will help. But for me, I can't not in good conscience say you should take baby and run. I don't know. I can't. You are married. So, but whatever you think you feel right doing what you are comfortable with, but you cannot tolerate anymore, then do it. It's your life. At the end of the day, whatever we or anybody on the internet is going to tell you, you are the one that has the final say. You have the final decision. So, good luck to you. I wish you the very best. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you've not yet done so, and I will speak to you in my next video. Have a good day and have a lovely week ahead. Love you guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Yes, sir. You walk up. No, it's Chapman. Chapman. Anyone want me? I'm in San Francisco, jamming. Peru, para, Peru, para.